Welcome everyone to a new recipe. Today we're making sauteed mushrooms. We need garlic, parsley, I have the dry one but you can use the fresh one, and obviously some mushrooms. Some extra virgin olive oil as always, and some salt. I'm using coarse salt but you can use also the salt that you prefer. Okay, so let's start preparing some garlic. Let's open up a garlic clove and remove the inside. I don't know if you know this, but the inside part, the part in the very middle that I'm proceeding to remove, is the part that is not really digestible and also can cause bad breath. So if you remove that part, you're guaranteed to have the flavor of the garlic but not the side effect. Let's start cutting some mushrooms then. You can see that I am cutting the slices of the head thin enough but not too thin, while the legs, let's say, of the mushroom, I cut them a little bit more because they are a little bit tough. Okay, so we can now start our stove and put it at high temperature. Let's put some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, in a pan, and let's wait for the garlic to fry a little bit, or let's put some of its taste into the olive oil. Let's turn around a little bit and maybe add a little bit more olive oil, and let's wait. Now that the garlic is frying a little and the oil got some temperature, you can say it is frying the garlic a little. Be careful, we don't want to burn the garlic at this point, but yes, the olive oil needs to be a little bit hot. This is the time at which we can start adding the mushrooms. So we put the mushrooms in, and we want to carefully put all of them while the olive oil is still going. The heat is still high, and we put all our mushrooms into the pan. What we want to start doing also is to stir them a little bit and perhaps add some salt and flip them around a little. Now, if you cannot do this maneuver, don't worry, just use a spoon and flip them around. If you can actually toss them, it's a little bit better, but not necessary. So we add some salt, and the reason why we add some salt is because it's going to remove the water from the mushrooms. Remember that the mushrooms need to cook at medium temperature, so we're going to reduce the temperature of the stove for at least 10-12 minutes. The reason why that is necessary is because it needs to remove all the water in it. So we cover and we wait for the mushrooms to release all their internal water. Every once in a while we give it a stir, and we look at the water is coming out. The water is slightly toxic, so you need to make sure that it's evaporated before eating the mushrooms. At this point we can also add some of the parsley. This is dry parsley, but again, you can use the fresh parsley if you want to. And we keep stirring or flipping, tossing a little bit the mushrooms. The mushrooms are still cooking. You can see that they are quite hot, and the water keeps coming out. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover it again and wait, let them go. Check that the temperature is not too high and that the water is evaporating. We cover and we let it go. Again, after a while we open, let's say after 2 or 3 minutes, we keep looking at it. See, now there is still some water that is evaporating, and it is in the pan, but it's slowly being removed. The mushrooms almost need to burn. They actually need to get to this point. See, this is perfect. There is no water. They are still moist. They're still going. They're still cooking. The water is almost evaporated all, and the mushrooms are almost ready. We keep checking that our mushrooms are cooking but not burning, but still releasing the water. So we put the lid back on and we keep cooking, always checking that there is enough moist to keep cooking the mushrooms, but not having them burn. So we stir a little bit, we toss it, or we keep checking that everything is going the way it's supposed to go, which is cooking but not burning. Keep an eye here, always keep an eye. Make sure that the temperature of your stove is medium low. At this point, really, the mushroom just need to finish cooking. They don't need the high temperature that we needed at the very beginning of this recipe. So we toss them a little. We're almost done here. You can see there isn't much water left in the pan, and so we're really getting ready for the last touch, which is adding some parsley, switching the heat off, and then serving. So here it is. We add the parsley. It's going to give a little bit of a bitter taste, but it's going to be perfect for the mushrooms. We tossed it a little, turn off the stove. We don't need the heat anymore. We are ready to serve the mushrooms. So we put it into a plate, and we're going to add some extra virgin olive oil at the end on top. This is extra virgin olive oil that is not cooked, obviously, but it's gonna add a fantastic taste to our recipe. And these sauteed mushrooms of Funghi Trifolati are ready to eat. Thanks again for watching, and please like this video and don't forget to subscribe.